Right, let's get going. Hi there, my name is James Nightingale and I'm a mechanical engineering student at the University of Nottingham, currently on my placement. And I just really wanted to quickly explain to you why I think doing a placement is really invaluable. If you're currently a school student, maybe thinking about applying to a degree with an industrial year or not, or if you're a first or second year currently thinking about maybe changing your course to one that includes a placement, then this video is definitely for you. So with that being said, I've got 7 things to give to you now about why I think you should do a placement. Number 1 is it gives you incredible industry experience. Like the number 1 thing that people want to see on your CV when you're applying to jobs is experience of some kind. And at a young age, you might see something on the application that says, must have X amount of experience to apply. And you're thinking, well, I've only been like an adult for about 1-2 years. How am I supposed to have that much experience in the industry? This is just a really easy way to get an extra year of experience under your belt. You'll probably learn more on your placement than you will in the majority of your university degree. Your university teaches you some really important stuff. It gives you the degree and it is an invaluable experience, particularly for the social side as well as your academic side. But you really learn when you're on the job. So whatever job you do, you will learn so much more doing the actual job than you will probably in a lecture theatre. Just saying. If you're worried about costs and adding an extra year to your degree and is it going to be really expensive, don't worry, you do get paid. Somewhere between 15 and 20k is normal placement student amount. You do still have to pay student finance, but it's a lot less. I think I paid £1,800, something along those lines. You're just paying really to call yourself a student still. Does mean you don't have to pay council tax though, which is really nice. So the second thing is it helps you to figure out what you want to do in your career. The best way to figure out what you want to do, what you like and what you don't like is just to get going and just start doing something. A lot of people get really picky about what placement they want to do, which is great if you know what you want to do, but most people at this age don't actually know what they enjoy and what they don't enjoy. I've ended up on a placement doing project management. At the start of the year, I thought I'd be doing something real hardcore like aeronautical engineering, but actually I love doing project management because it involves people and I'm a people person. What I just say is that doing a placement just allows you to look at your career path and understand, what do you like doing, what do you not like doing. Best way to do that is just getting some experience. Doing a placement also may give you a potential graduate job. A lot of companies say when you're on placement that you're basically doing a year-long interview. I've had people from my company say, I'm basically on a year-long interview on my placement, and if it goes reasonably well and the business can support it, you like to get hold on after you finish university as a graduate. Now, it's never obviously guaranteed, depends how it goes, but quite often companies are really keen on keeping you on because you've been in their system for a whole year, and if you perform well and show improvement, then they would be really interested normally in keeping you on. And if you ask any student in their final year how nice it would feel to not have to look for a graduate role in their final year whilst writing a dissertation, whilst doing their exams, trying to figure out what they're doing with their life, it's so much more easy when you know that you've got a job at the end of it. So if you do a placement, you're much more likely to have a job secured at the end of your placement year. Not guaranteed, but it certainly is. It makes life a lot easier if you do. It also allows you to grow your network. So I think a lot of uni students don't really think about this very much, and it's something I still don't really think about very much, but getting jobs in life is a lot about who you know, not necessarily what you've done or what you know. It's more about who you know, and going on placement is a really great way to grow your network because it gets your name out there a bit. You can meet lots of different people doing lots of different jobs, whether it's on your projects or through events. I've recently gone to an event called Fruit Logistica in Berlin, video up there I think. So I've recently been on this trip and it's allowed me to make a lot of connections with people within the industry of food and drink manufacturing, which is an awesome industry, by the way. Highly recommend it. So it allows you to grow your network, and I just wanted to say a quick tip about this is, start reaching out to people on LinkedIn. Use LinkedIn first of all, but start reaching out to people on LinkedIn that you are interested in and might be doing something that you're interested in. I think the best way to do this is not to go and immediately asking for information and asking for stuff for yourself. Start with giving them something like a compliment or just some recognition of their work that they've been doing. Talk about them first, because then they're more likely to be receptive to who you are and what you want from them. Quite often people are more than willing and happy to talk about their work because a lot of people love what they do. So reach out to people on LinkedIn. You get paid. Not sure if there's much more to say about that. You get paid somewhere between 15 and 20k. You get a much better work-life balance than at university. University is great because it offers flexibility, but there's no one really telling you when to work and when not to work. And you can often get quite dragged into just working into the middle of the night. It depends who you are, but when you're in a job, there's obviously a set number of hours that you work. Once you've worked them, you can stop, and you can fully stop because there's no like coursework or anything going on. There's no exams to revise for. That's actually the next point. So it gives you a much better work-life balance because you can just stop at the end of the day. And when it gets to the weekend, you're fully off. It's like a mini holiday. It is great to have that separation from work and life. And as I was saying, the last 7th thing is no exams for an extra year. Exams kind of suck, so yeah, not much more to say about that. So I've done a lot of rambling, probably will edit a lot of it out, but I really hope that that's given you a little bit of a summary of why doing a placement is really valuable. If you're not ready yet, just put the normal degree and then you can upgrade, I think, whilst you're at university. I would strongly recommend to pretty much every single person who's applying to university or currently in the 1st or 2nd year of university, do a placement. It's one of the best decisions you'll make just because it helps you to learn so much. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.